Hi guys, episode 3, Dave's Fishing Adventures. So I'm still attempting to fish the Fisher's Green complex. I'm on the relief channel today, so basically fish 24 hours, 7 days a week until the 14th of March. Is technically a river, so obviously it has a closed season. I'm near Hollyfield Weir. I don't know if you can hear the weir in the background. I will have a pan around in a little while to show you where I'm fishing. I've actually brought a carp rod with me today. Not saying I'm going to catch a carp, but I'm going to use that as a sleeper rod. Don't like using two quiver tips, so I'm going to put out a carp rod on a biter line. Similar method to what I'm using on the quiver tip, just to see what's out there, leave it there and let it fish, and so just use a couple of spots with the quiver tip. Hi guys, forgot to tell you earlier, I've managed to break my blank down here. Unfortunately not today, not yet anyway. I was down here on Wednesday after work and managed to get an absolutely stunning brown trout on toothpaste, no less. So I would attempt to put a picture up of that. Unfortunately it's in my cradle because I didn't have my record camcorder, so I had no tripod and there was no one around, so I've had to take a picture of it in my cradle. But I think you can see it's a nice fish. It's certainly a PB for me. Didn't weigh it, but it's definitely a PB. I'd give it £1.5 to £2. I'd like to think that's me being very generous, I definitely know it's a PB because everything else I've caught has been a lot smaller than what that fish was. So I say, try and attempt to put a picture up, and I'll give you an update later. Still no fish. Had to go back to the van because I left my sunglasses there. So I'll give you an update a bit later. Cheers guys. Hey guys, just wanted to, I may have covered it in another, or one of my other 2 videos. This is a hard venue. I know it's a hard venue, but I want to try and fish it because I want to better myself as an angler. I've got a couple of day ticket lakes, literally 5 minutes drive from my house either way. But I can fish them, I can catch. But it doesn't teach me anything. So hence why I'm trying here. Say it's a hard venue. The rewards are in here. Plenty of people have told me that. PBs of various species for me are in these waters. I just need to find them. And see where we go from there. So apologies that the videos are no fishing them just yet, although hopefully I've shown you that picture of the trout that I did catch the other day. So I've caught a fish down here. It wasn't, as I say, it wasn't on the camera, but I might blank, but it's a lovely setting to blank in. Obviously I want to catch fish while we go fishing, isn't it? Certainly don't like blanking, but it is part of fishing. So I just wanted to say, to reiterate, I'm fishing these hard venues. There are a couple of different lakes that I can fish, the navigation I'm on today and the actual River Lee itself. So You know, I probably have more chance, possibly more chance of catching on the river itself rather than the relief channel here. It looks like the flow from the relief channel comes into this section, and I did a pan around earlier, so it's almost like a mini lake. Obviously you've got the relief channel coming in here, but this is where it seems to end. So I'm hoping, you know, the fish are here somewhere. I just hope they want to pick up my bait. Talking of bait, I've got on my quiver tip, I have cheese paste with on a cage feeder, and on my what I'm calling a sleeper rod, my carp rod. Not that I intend to catch carp on it, but it's very soft action. So you know, if I get a barbel, chub, bream, regardless of size, it's not going to damage the fish. I did start with a method feeder on there, but it wasn't getting as far out as I wanted to be. So I've now put a cage feeder on that, just because it's a little bit heavier, so I can get that just that little bit further out. I have had a couple of bleeps on it actually. There are grebes around, but I didn't see any. That's the first thing I look for. If I get a bleep, an indication on that rod is for bird life. But so a couple of bleeps, so that's, you know, gives me some promise. As I say, couldn't see any grebes surfacing or ducks. There are some tufties here. I know they like to dive down for your bait. But I'd say touch wood, so far I haven't had any issues with the bird life. So yeah, so just wanted to let you know. So apologies if these videos are blanks at the moment. As I say, nobody wants to blank, but it is part of fishing. And as I say, I'm trying to make myself a better angler. I've done a lot of the easy venues. I don't want to do. Obviously, I do want to do them if I feel like I need to build my confidence up if I've not catching here or wherever else I'm fishing if it's a hard venue. So yeah, just wanted to let you know. So apologies if I've covered this in a previous video, one of the 3 that I've done, the intro or the 2 episodes that I've done previously. But I will give you an update later. Slight breeze. I'm just in a t-shirt and hoodie at the moment. I obviously do have more clothing to put on. I plan hopefully to be here into dark until either I get too cold or I get bored. Hopefully the coldness will get me before the boredom. But I will endeavour to give you an update a bit later. Thanks guys. Forgive me, I am new to this. I completely forgot to tell you what bait I've got on my sleeper rod. So as I said, I have a cage feeder on there. I'm just bunging out, filling that up with liquidised bread. I've got some Vitamin liquid in there, some garlic granules, very fine, almost a powder, and a little bit of krill ground bait. So that's going in the cage feeder. I'm also obviously using that on the quiver tip. So I've got cheese paste on the quiver tip. But on the sleeper rod I have 2 10mm Tutti Frutti boilies. There are obviously crayfish here. I'm hoping, again, I don't think the bleeps I had were crayfish. I'm hoping it's still not warm enough for them. But if it turns out it is the crayfish, obviously I'll see when I keep reeling in, checking the bait to see the old telltale signs of the crayfish claws. But yeah, so a couple of 10mm Tutti Fruttis, just in case, there are carp in the water. Bream, I know, like fruity baits in the winter, caught quite a few bream on the Tutti Fruttis. So just thought, so chuck that out, leave it for an hour, because I don't want to do too many casts with that. So I'm doing about one every hour to an hour and a half, just filling up the cage feeder and wanging it out there, so to speak. Okay, so now I've filled you in on my bait that I'm using. I'll catch up with you later. That tree you see in front of on the horizon there, that's what I'm aiming for. I'm not getting as far as that because I can't cast as far as that. Certainly not with the feeder that I've got anyway. Probably couldn't even with the 2 ounce weight. But I'm casting towards that, so hopefully I'm here into dark. I've got that as a target. And then my quiver tip is camera out. That high tree, sorry, there I'm aiming at, and giving it a good welly, or as good a welly as I dare with the quiver. Obviously, I don't want to break the rod, and see what's happening. Hey guys, it's just gone 1 o'clock. No action as yet, and the bleeps have stopped on my sleeper rod as well. Not even had a knock on the quiver, so I am contemplating a move. Possibly a few swims up. I don't know. I want to try and stay away from the river, but certainly this time because it's probably busy and all the sort of good swims will be gone. So yeah, just thought I'd give you a quick update. Nothing as yet, and a move is on the cards. So I'll speak to you a little bit later. Hi guys, I've moved venues. I moved from where I was earlier, and as I went to the van, asked a couple of guys on the river how it was going. They'd not had a touch. Another one of my club waters, a Smallford pit, very deep lake in parts. There's plateaus and ridges and stuff. To my left there's a bay, deep bay. It's called deep bay because it's deep. I'm feeder fishing the entrance to the bay, just to see if there's anything going through. Changed tactics with the bait a little bit. I've gone down. I was not going to use the cheese paste here. I've got a fake caster on that I have caught bream and roach here before on, but not so much in colder weather. But it's worth a try. So I've got the wind behind me, so I hope it's not affecting the sound too much. My sleeper rod is to my right. If I have my back to the camera, there's a bush down on the right hand side. You can just see my carp rod out the back behind me. Again, not primarily fishing for carp, bream. There are bream in here. There's tench. Obviously, I'm just guessing it's too early for tench. Who knows? Bait's in the water, so best I can do. But I'll catch up with you a bit later. Cheers, guys. Hi guys, it's Wednesday. It is 5 to 3. I've been fishing about an hour. I have usual setup, well, for the last couple of sessions anyway. Quiver tip with a cage feeder, mashed bread, a couple of different spices, some bit of krill ground bait, and some hemp. I've also got a sleeper rod that's got a 10mm. I was watching the swans, as you can see over my shoulder. They're coming in to be nosy. So might get a bleep now because they've just. Oh no, they've just gone over my lines. So as I say, sorry. Sleeper rod, 10mm Tutti Frutti boilie on it, with what I'm putting in the cage feeder. I've put in a bag. Again, as a sleeper rod, so I've cast that out about 45 minutes ago. Had a couple of bleeps, nothing, literally, bleeps, a single bleep. Club water, so I'm a member of Verulam Angling Club on Smallford pit. Very deep out in front of me. I wouldn't like to hazard a guess how deep it is, but it is very deep. Obviously in winter I'm hedging my bets, that's the in the deeper water. Not an easy lake, some very nice fish in here, some lovely fully scaled mirrors, big scale mirrors that I wouldn't mind having one or two of, given the opportunity obviously. There's you can just see it, there's an island there, there's a swim literally where my finger is directly opposite. Had a zig rig out one night in the summer, and a little bit of foam on it, and the only fish I had was a roach, which really surprised me actually. So it was me fishing a zig on a bit of foam anyway. So again, not an easy water, but at the moment I believe I'm the only one fishing on the lake. I didn't see any cars when I came in. The cars come up behind me and gone back that way, but I haven't seen anybody walk on the other side of the lake. So I think I'm the only one fishing. Which, hey, yeah, I don't mind. So I'll give you another update in a little while. I'm going to shoo this one away. I don't know why it's harassing me, because I haven't given it anything. So it's about the third or fourth time it's come over for looking for stuff. And I'm afraid it's not going to get anything off me. So, as I say, 2 rods out, and I'll give you sorry about that, the swan was going into the tip of my rod, literally into it, so I just lifted the rod gently and it's done enough to shoo it away. Yeah, so I'll give you an update later. I'm on the same lake you'll see earlier on in the video, where I finished off on Saturday. I'm at that same lake, different swim. I was actually fishing, if I can try and show you without losing where I am. I'll try and zoom in for you. Oh, there you go. I was fishing that swim there, I do believe. I'll figure out how to zoom in. Yeah, just where those reeds are, there, that swim there. I was feeder fishing off behind the island on the right hand side of that swim as we're looking at it, and my super rod was there straight out. But again, nothing. A couple of bleeps on the alarm I had Saturday, and that was it. So we'll see if we fare any better today. Wind unfortunately is in my face, which I could do without, but it is fairly mild. Considering it's early March, it is fairly mild. We've had rain this morning and it's very overcast. I mean, it does look good for a bite, to be honest. Overcast, so a bit of wind on the water, but we'll have to wait and see. So as I say, I will give you an update later. Cheers guys. Oh, not the best camera angle. Finally caught the fish. Not huge, but it's where are you? There you are. Oh God, this is why I have a cradle. It's been in water, so it is a little bit feisty. Now it's either a bream or a hybrid. I'm leaning towards hybrid purely because of the shape of the head. Obviously I can't get it too close to the camera because it's going to kick off again, but so I've had it in water, so that's why it's so lively. I've tried to weigh it, it's probably £2, maybe £3, but my £40 scales don't seem to be working, and that's really annoying because there are new batteries in it, so waste of money they were. But I'm going to get this little thing back. So finally a fish for the camera, not a huge one, but hey, it's a fish. So I think it's possibly a bream roach hybrid, going by the head. Any of you guys out in the mouth as well looks very roachy, so I'm going for a hybrid. If you think it is a full bream, then do let me know. So time for this to go back now. Cheers guys. Hey guys, just so you can see, this is the rig that I caught it on. So as I say, this is a PVA mesh with ground liquidised bread, bit of krill, ground bait and hemp, and a couple of different spices and some garlic granules, very fine granules. I'm now over the fact that my scales don't work and they cost me a lot of money, so I'm going to have to fork out for some more scales. I think I'm going to get a cheaper pair because they seem to work a lot better than the expensive ones, so hopefully they'll be accurate. So unfortunately now I can't weigh any fish if I catch any more, that is, but it's a fairly long rig that I'm using, hook link. It's on braid, and this was on my sleeper rod. As I say, my carp rod, although it's 2.5 to 3/4 pound test curve, it's absolutely lovely. I'll try and show you. I'm not exactly in the best camera angle. See that? It's a very soft action rod. But, the more I think about the fight on that fish, I think it was a hybrid because it did pull back a little bit. Bream, as you know, don't come in with much of a fight. That one put up a little bit of a scrap, so I think it was a bream hybrid. So yeah, so I'm gonna lick my wounds with my scales. This is where I catch a really nice bream. My PB bream's only about £8, so hopefully I won't catch anything that might be bigger than that, because that would really wind me up. But hey ho, I'm fishing, I've caught, that's what I caught it on. This is going to now go back out. We'll see if we can pick another one. No touches yet on my quiver tip, so I'll catch up with you later. Bye. Hey guys, 5 o'clock. No more fish. I've moved my sleeper rod. Well, actually it's the only rod I'm fishing with now. I've decided to pack up with the quiver tip. I've not had any knocks. It was alright if I was getting the odd movement, bounce, tap, anything like that, but I've not had anything, so I thought I'm just gonna chuck the carp rod out and leave it for a while, and then cast it somewhere else, leave it for a while, you know, just different spots, little, as I said, PVA mesh bag on the hook link, bearing the hook, so hopefully it won't get snagged in anything, and just do it like that. I'm here for a few hours more, and so we shall see. Obviously about another hour-ish of daylight, and then we'll see how cold it gets. It's alright, that wind's dropped a little bit, so it's making it slightly more pleasant. So yeah, so I'll give you an update a bit later. See you later guys. Okay guys, so as you can see, it's starting to get cold now because I've got my silly hat on. It's just, you probably tell on the camera it's now getting dark. Actually looks brighter on the camera than it seems on the lake. No fish yet since the hybrid earlier. It is just coming up to 20 past 6. So I'll probably give it a couple of hours longer maybe, just to see. Unless it gets cold, then I'll pack up sooner. But we'll see. So if I don't have anything to show you, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I'll be out again on Saturday. As I said earlier, it's Wednesday today. So I'll be back out on Saturday for my last session on the river, hopefully to try and winkle out a barbel or a chub before the end of the season on the 14th. So if I don't speak to you before, I'll catch you sometime Saturday. Cheers guys, take care, tight lines, bye.